Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and things are just going from bad to worse for Sleepy Joe. A new Quinnipiac poll found nearly half of U.S. voters, approximately 47%, would consider voting for a third-party candidate in the next presidential election, a percentage that is disproportionately affecting bubbling Biden. And it has establishment Democrats panicked. According to an analysis from 538, if a rematch were to occur between Biden and Trump, together with the emergence of a third-party candidate, that would spell, in 538's words, a nightmare scenario for Biden. And that's precisely because all the third-party challenges are coming from the left, the disaffected left. Look at this. Democrat strategist James Carville is calling the third-party challenge by Cornel West nothing short of a threat to the constitutional order. I mean, it's insane, but West, of course, is a far-left populist whose third-party campaign is gaining a lot of traction. So much so that Democrats are openly fearful that West's campaign could have a drastically detrimental effect on Biden's re-election chances by splitting the left. Many are drawing parallels to the 2016 election, where the Green Party's Jill Stein was blamed for contributing to Hillary Clinton's loss, siphoning off a number of votes that Hillary needed to at least have a chance of winning Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. And while the left is calling for unity, Cornel West doesn't seem to be playing along. In fact, West has come out and said that Biden's treatment of blacks is nothing less than a crime against humanity, referring to as passing the 1994 Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act, which West argues led to mass incarceration. And West is even questioning Biden's cognitive health at this point. I mean, seriously, who needs Republicans when you've got this guy out there, right? So needless to say, the Democrats are starting to panic a bit over this. In fact, even the ultra-left Atlantic published a piece warning that the Democrats do indeed have a Cornel West problem. So be prepared for the weapons of the politics of destruction to come out en masse against West. I wouldn't want to be him as the Democrats attempt to take him out. They'll come smiling at first, of course, with an olive branch. But make no mistake, those are the grins of smiling assassins. As we're seeing with President Trump, the Democrat deep state can be utterly brutal in suppressing any threat to their rule. So let's wish West the best. But as it turns out, Cornel West is just the beginning of Biden's problems. You're going to absolutely love this. But first, I got something else you're going to love. Are you ultra MAGA? Do you want to show your patriotism as a card-carrying Trump supporter? Well, then before you do anything else, you have got to click on that link below and get your very own collectible Trump cards. Gang, patriots played their anti-globalist Trump card against the left in 2016, and we're getting ready to play it again in 2024. So whatever you do, show your support for Trump's re-election with these wonderful collectible pieces of Trump art. These cards have a limited supply, so don't wait. Only 2,500 sets of these cards are set to be made, and they all come with a certificate of authenticity verifying you own an original set. They make great gifts for any MAGA patriot in your life. And if you buy 2 sets, you can get a bonus gold Trump 2024 card absolutely free. These physical cards are high quality, made in America, and highly collectible. But again, there's only a limited supply, so don't wait. By the time you remember, they'll likely be gone. So click on that link below right now and get your Trump cards today. A new Monmouth poll has found that 16% of voters would vote for Joe Manchin if he ran a third-party campaign. That's almost as high as Ross Perot's 20% that he got in 1992, stealing the election from George Herbert Walker Bush. This comes on the heels of Manchin headlining a third-party gathering known as No Labels in New Hampshire some days back, fueling speculation that he may indeed challenge President Joe Biden as a third-party presidential candidate in the 2024 election. Manchin has thus far refused to endorse bumbling Biden, and he's also refused to rule out a third-party challenge. And so the fact that he attended not just a political event in New Hampshire, but one that deliberately and explicitly aims to provide an alternative candidate to Biden is huge, to say the least. The ultra-leftists over at the New York Times are getting nervous, very, very nervous. They just ran a piece with the headline, "Joe Manchin has a lot of explaining to do." Why are you going to New Hampshire? Why are you hinting at a possible presidential run? Why are you risking putting Donald Trump back into office by splitting the Democrat vote? You got a lot to answer for, Mr. Manchin. Again, we could expect the Democrat machine to do everything they can to crush this political threat from the center, of course. Now, we've got Cornel West representing a third-party threat from the left. We got Manchin representing a third-party threat from the center. And then, on top of it all, to make it even worse, you got Bobby Kennedy awakening a populist wing within the Democrat Party that sees Biden as part of the various establishment against which they're all opposed. Kennedy has risen to upwards of 20% support in some polls, and we have polling that shows that about a third of Democrats don't know much about Bobby Kennedy, and of those two-thirds want to see someone else other than Biden. So this is why the Biden camp is freaking out over Bobby Kennedy Jr. They know he's definitely formidable, and a third of your party doesn't even know who he is, and two-thirds of them don't want you running. So you got Manchin threatening Biden from the center, you got Cornel West threatening Biden from the left, and you got Bobby Kennedy threatening Biden for the Democrat nomination itself. Things are starting to look rather dire for Biden, and it all looks like it's just getting started. Hey gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.